Welcome back to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, and like the channel. Because tonight you are in for a treat. I have my beautiful friend. She also lives in Germany. And this weekend we actually are together on a retreat with our church. And we came out about an hour's drive from the city that we live in. So we're just going to tonight again have a discussion around the struggles and the high and low points of her life, and also in terms of where she has seen God working through her life. So let's just get right into it, and I would like to introduce to you my friend Winnie. She's all the way from Uganda, but now also living in East Africa, to be exact, living in Europe, in Germany for the past. How many years, Winnie, was this almost?
Now 6 years.
It's already 6 years. So I would like to ask Winnie, and tonight as we are recording off-site, I don't have my proper gear, so we will use this small little recorder, microphone. Winnie, what would you say? Oh, first of all, welcome to my channel. Nice to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
What would you say would, up till now in your life, looking back and how you have gone throughout life, what would you say would have been the most, or has been the most exciting season, or happiest, or whatever word you would like to use, up till now? Going throughout life, from childhood up till coming from Africa to Germany, if you could choose one option.
Yeah, thank you, Gay-Lynn. I really have quite a few exciting seasons in my life, but since you asked just for one, and I won't define it as my most happiest, but I would say most exciting, like you said, was my journey to Europe, coming to Europe, getting that visa stamped in my passport, and while I was still in Uganda, I got my visa stamped in. Just the thoughts, I had never been on a plane, so I was really excited to be on a plane and also to come in Europe. And I really remember when I was in the plane, we were about to land.
Yeah.
So I looked outside in the window and it was October, so autumn season. You could see that the leaves are changing. I was like, what? I am in Europe? So I was excited.
So wait. That was your very first time also on a flight?
Yeah.
Oh, a long one. Yeah. International flight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my first time on the flight. It was my first time outside Uganda. So I was 23 years old. It was really exciting.
Really young also.
Yeah. So that was really my most exciting time. I came as an au pair here in Germany, so I didn't even know the people I was going to meet. I had seen their pictures already, but I didn't know who are they really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was excited also to get to meet them. Just like so many things were around it. So I was really, really excited, and I don't think there is something that's going to really take this season out. Maybe in the future, I don't know, but for a moment, that is my most exciting season.
Even throughout all the difficulties of getting your paperwork done and having everything for the flight ready, you still would say that was it was just too big, the moment.
Yeah, because I always wanted to be on a plane. I always wanted to fly out. So I grew up in Uganda all my life, but I was like really wanted to fly out someday. Maybe just on a trip, and this came that I got a visa for 1 year, so I was very excited. I saw it as an opportunity that's going to change not just my life, but my family's life, my friends' lives, and there's so many things that were really exciting about it. I saw it as an opportunity to meet new people. Yeah, so I was really excited.
I can still see the excitement in her eyes now. She still remembered very freshly or vividly, like the English say.
Yeah.
That is, I think, for a lot of us, whenever we step into the new and the different and another country, it is an exciting time. And I'm glad that you were able still to live that season as although difficult, but also exciting, because it is not so easy to move and get all those things ready. But nice to see. In life, however, it's sometimes also it get to the point where you do get through challenges and difficulties, and I would now also like you to think then that high point and that exciting season. How would you take your lowest point or your most challenging season? Is there something in your life that you would now classify as your most challenging point? And in both the most exciting and the challenging points, where did you see God in all of this? As a Christian, as a born-again Christian, I'm sure that God played a big role in all of that. But I would like you to tell those listening to this video now the challenging points and where you would have noticed that it was only God's hand in it. If you can tell us about that one.
Yeah. So the question itself is challenging because I think I have like two seasons, but I will say the first one that I can say right now is even though coming to Europe was one of my most exciting seasons, but was also one of my most challenging seasons. And I was excited to get my visa to come here. I thought everything is going to be good. But I came here and things were different. We live in Germany where you need to learn a new language, where the weather is different. I had never been outside of Uganda, like I told you. So I came also in October and was getting cold. I had 1 year, for 1 year long, I had headaches because of the weather.
Oof.
Yeah, and in Uganda, I come from Kampala. Kampala is a big city, very busy. And when I came to Europe, so I landed in a small village where you cannot,
do much.
Yeah, it's difficult to get to know people, and most of the people in this town had not even seen a black person, I would say, because I saw the awkward looks when you went outside. I had never been depressed in my life, but I remember that season I was depressed for almost 6 months. Because all this excitement I had, all these thoughts, how I'm going to enjoy Europe, get to know new people, get to make friends, it was the opposite. So I landed in a village where when I opened my window, I could see just cows, goats, and in my mind I was like, is this really Europe? If this is Kampala, is even better.
Right.
And what was also challenging is like my friends in Uganda were writing me messages, oh Winnie, you're so blessed, you're in Europe, like I want to be back, I want to come back, guys.
But did you tell them that? Or
no,
you didn't tell them that?
No,
you just took the
no.
blessings of what they are giving you, or the way that they admired. Okay.
Yeah. And also my host family was really a good family. They were really nice people, but we failed also really to connect very well because of the language. And they saw that I was not happy. I was really depressed. I didn't even know back then that I was depressed, but right now I know that was depression.
Was symptoms or signs of depression.
Yeah, I was depressed. The food, I had difficulties with food, just to talk to people, to dress up, like, you had to really cover up yourself. People outside here in winter, they get to be really cold and you're not used to these looks. So it was really, really challenging, I have to say.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was the things that brought you through those challenges? What helped you to be able still to be here after coming through the first year? Then something must have kept you here.
Yeah. So I think what really helped me was coming to Hamburg. So after 6 months living in my host family in this village, they also saw that I was not happy.
Okay,
so they noticed it. Yeah. And they were like, Winnie, we see you're not happy. And they were like, maybe because you come from Kampala, it would be better for you to go to a bigger city. So I'm glad they gave me this opportunity, and I'm very happy they saw this. So I moved to Hamburg, and in Hamburg it was also not like at the beginning that everything was good. But I thank God who connected me to my church, IBC, where I got to meet Gay-Lynn. It's a place where I really started to make friends, and not just friends, we made a sisterhood. And also helped me to get closer to God. I was a Christian, yes. In Uganda I was a Christian too, but now when I look back, I questioned myself, was I really a Christian back then?
Mm.
Maybe I just knew the Bible, I
Right.
knew the songs, but was I really living as a Christian? And now I was also just talking to a friend, Simon. I was telling him, I see the reason why God brought me to Europe was for me to help me get closer to Him. Because of coming to IBC, I got to get to know friends that really love the Lord, that are not just Christians like I knew it in Uganda. It's more like culture, but friends that are Christian and are really walking in the Lord, really living as the Bible says, and that has helped me. Not just back then, it's still helping me. I still see my friends. I still see you as someone I'm accountable to. I will not now just go make a decision, which I know my friends are going to question.
Right.
So, yeah, that has been really helping.
Wow. Listening to what Winnie just said and explained, I would take a few things away from the conversation by saying that if you may be listening to this and you're planning to come and move to a different country, first of all, the language, you need to learn that to help you, because she had difficulty. And be sure that if it's the Northern Hemisphere, that the weather will play a role.
Yes.
Try to be always positive about it. And come as soon as you can, arrive here and plant yourself in a church, so that you have that foundation on, and that's the way that you can make friends. And because as much as people sometimes look up to us and say, oh, you're living in Europe, it's nice, it is not so easy as what people might think, especially if those who has never been here might even think more so. So it is not as easy as we make it out to look, but it is hard work, it is challenging, but there is a lot of rewards in it. And I want to applaud my friend for staying the course. And as young as she was when she came, she could have said, no, I want to go back. But here she is, still 6 years later, and happier than she's ever been before, simply because she was persevering and seeking the Lord and building friendships and sharing her time. So Winnie, I would like you to, if there's one thing you can tell someone, besides everything that I've told you now, that is maybe planning, someone from Kampala, like you say you are from, is there something else you would want them to prepare before coming to a city that you can leave them with in a conclusion of this conversation?
Yeah, I think I would say two things. And first would be, it's so easy, or it would be really helpful if you start to learn to get out of your box. Like get out of your corner, out of your comfort zone. So because here in Europe, even though you're like introvert, you love to be alone, but sometimes it's really good to just go out, go to a book club, go to there. That's where you get to meet people. Don't just be alone and expect people come to you. They are not going to come to you. You have to go to them. Yeah. And I think the second thing I would say is also to fix your eyes on Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Because He knows the best and will connect you to the right people, to the right places. Yeah.
Wonderful. I think that's excellent advice. Whatever the advice she has given now to you is something I'm experiencing myself, living here, doing those things. It just makes life a bit more, not just easier, but a bit more comfortable, because it's very easy to isolate yourself, but then you will not be able to make friends. So anyone listening to us, your struggles, going through those struggles of learning a language, having been able to make new friends and getting used to the weather, use them, make them your strengths, because building on them, it can only get better in this life. Again, next 2 weeks, I would like to bring some more friends on and do some recordings, but you have to like, share, and subscribe with your family. And I hope to see you in the next recording. Thank you, friends. God bless. Until next time. Cheers. Bye-bye, Winnie.